have one of the best, if not, you have the NFL leading rusher on your team, and you get shut out. That is poor coaching. That is poor game planning. That is poor decision making. That is Jason Garrett. If the Dallas Cowboys ever want to win the Super Bowl, I do believe they need to fire Jason Garrett. This goes back to my point in the past, earlier in the show, that these cats, we always blame the employee, not the employer. I love the NBA. I've accepted the softness in the league and the lack of killers. This country is like that, so I can't really criticize the player. I meant the fact that cats can't defend the pick and roll, and you even had people like what I'm saying, Angry Black Man. That was a comment by my man, Angry Black Man. I mean the fact that the Cleveland Cavaliers are clearly the worst team in the NBA, but you have people like Tristan Thompson and others come out and say Colin Sexton does not know how to play basketball because he's lived on being the best athlete out there, and he does not know how to defend the pick and roll. He don't know how. You saw him in like that last second shot that he took. It was like I'm in the rec league. That's what I mean. I'm talking about basketball from a cerebral standpoint. That's what I was talking about. But back to Dak Prescott. Jason Garrett has not developed this young man. They took all his weapons away and he ain't shit. It's not that he ain't shit. He needs help. If you're not Aaron Rodgers, Warren Moon, Donovan McNabb, or one of those dudes, you will regress. No, we are not worse. No, we are not worse. There are two teams that are better than all the Cleveland. They're not the worst. Okay, well, yeah, man. Dog shit, cow shit, horse shit. It's all shit. That's all I mean. No offense to the Cleveland Cavaliers, but I hate them because I hate the owner because he said that shit. But anyway, Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett, man. Dak Prescott has not been developed. He's still following the original blueprint that they had. There's no way you have Amari Cooper and my bad, I ain't mean to swing hard, but no way you have Amari Cooper, Ezekiel Elliott, and Dak Prescott, an extremely mobile quarterback, and you don't score within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, goal line, more than one time in the game. Everybody getting a paycheck, so I don't want to hear about, man, the Colts. They had a hell of a defense. That's why you scheme against that. And if you're not scheming against that, then you don't know what they have in order. I continue to hear this repeatedly when I'm on Twitter, when I'm talking to players. The Dallas Cowboys have the most rudimentary offense in the league. I remember Ray Lewis said it back in their heyday. And they're still saying the exact same thing. And Ray Lewis is in the damn Hall. Ray Lewis has gone past his heyday, won another Super Bowl, retired, and now is in the Hall of Fame. And you still have the same coach with the same rudimentary offense. It's time for Jason Garrett to go. And nobody said, "Oh, it's just Dak. It's Dak. It's Dak." No, it's the teacher. If everybody in the class fails, the teacher sucks. You don't have a bunch of dumb kids. It's the damn teacher. That's just it, man. That's just it. If the Dallas Cowboys want to move any further than they are, but then again, it goes back to what I say. This is why I ain't cut nobody no discounts, because Jerry Jones is printing money down there in Texas. He got boxing matches. He got all-star basketball games. He got everything in the world. Is Dak Elite good, average, or below average? He's average. Dak Prescott is an average quarterback. I think he has the ability to be good, and good to get you a Super Bowl. Ask Joe Flacco. Good to get you 2 Super Bowls. Ask Eli Manning. Good to get you a Super Bowl. Ask Johnson down there in Tampa. That's what good to get you. You don't need to have an elite quarterback. You need a good quarterback. He's average right now, and he's trending towards below average, because of his tutelage. No one is teaching him the ropes. How in the hell is your quarterback coach a dude who was competing for the job that you have while you were in the building? What the hell? I understand the concept. Those who can do and those who can't teach. But you can't teach me shit because I just beat you out the job. Am I really paying attention to you? Man, go get one of these old cats who could play the position. Who coach him? Wade Wilson. That's who was Tony Romo's quarterback coach. There's a million and one guys. Go, you're spending money on all this fanfare. Spend money on coaching. Jerry, take your ass up in the booth and sit there and look cool. Have your little chicks around and all that, and do wildcatting and all that bullshit. One of those quarterbacks who was with Cleveland, I can't think of that quarterback coach, but he's a dude who was recently retired. He might be the dude who always complete all those passes, but they don't ever do shit either. And i.e., maybe that's the problem that Dak is having. You listening to Check Down Charlie, and he can't teach you nothing because he had the highest completion percentage in the history of the league, but his ass never scored. Maybe this is why Dak ain't shit, because you listening to a dude. How is a bum teaching you anything? I don't get it. But Jerry Jones keep handing out this money, and Dak keeps slipping and slipping and slipping and slipping, and then we just go, man, this motherfucker Dak is a bum. No, he's not. No, he's not. It's, hey, man, you can't get better unless you're taught better. You know, the reason you don't steal Kellen Moore. Bum. B-A-U-M, bum. And I don't think that's him, Angry Black Man. Are you sure that's him? It's another dude. I know this dude's name. I can't think his name. He's recently retired. But anyway, if it is Kellen Moore, he recently retired too, and he was a fucking Rudy too. Get the hell out of here, man. How are these dudes coaching? I mean, you can't teach me anything if you a scrub. If you were a flat out bum, it's like Sammy Sosa being a damn hitting coach. Really? Sammy Sosa the hitting coach? Stop it. Oh, it's him? Okay. What? He was a bum. Kellen Moore was a bum. And how are you learning from this dude? That you don't have room for growth, so you continue to wallow in mediocrity. So there it is. Speaking of coaching, I have my predictions for Coach of the Year. A lot of people not talking about this, and I don't know why. Because if you have the best coach, you should have the better results. If you have the better results, then you're gonna win, and you're gonna win. Everybody be happy. But the guys who I think should be up for Coach of the Year, and this is in the order that I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna put my man Mike Tomlin as number 5. I know the Pittsburgh Steelers have a boatload of talent and they are sputtering throughout the year. But let's not forget, man, the Pittsburgh Steelers are playing without their best player, which is Le'Veon Bell. And that's due to the Dodgers had Mark Guire as the head coach once upon a time. And that was the last time they asked them to make the playoffs, said, Mark Guire can't teach me nothing but how to strike the hell out. Kellen Moore, born American football player, was a quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. That's what I'm saying. This dude was a Rudy. But Mark Aguirre, I bet you, hey, Sid, do me a favor. Look it up. I bet you their batting average was shit during that time. Because Mark Aguirre, everybody's talking about him and Sammy Sosa need to be in the Hall of Fame. Nope. Because he ain't even in the Hall of Very Good. If you look at Mark Aguirre's stats, I think one year that dude hit 219. He didn't even hit his damn weight. This dude is 30. This dude is 30 years old and a quarterback coach. Get the hell out of here. For the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. He don't even understand the concept of winning. Let alone, come on, man. I had just graduated from high school when this dude was born. Get the hell out of here. I ain't trying to hear that. But back to the coach. Mike Tomlin is playing with one hand tied behind his back. First and foremost, he has Ben Roethlisberger as his quarterback. I know we got the Big Ben motif and all that nonsense. I ain't trying to hear that again. Since Willie Park, Fast Willie Park, and Jerome Bettis left, all Ben Roethlisberger has done in big moments is hit wide open defenders. White privilege is in the building. I'm a Dodger fan. We were a bunch of windmills. Exact. There you go. Said. Point proven. You can't. If you don't know how can you teach? I'm the worst speller in the history of the world. That's like me being the damn judge at spelling bee. Everybody gonna win. Cause I'm gonna be like, sound like this, right? Put it in the phone and see if it's put it in the phone and see if the red line up on it. That's how I'm gonna judge a damn spelling bee. But Mike Tomlin is coach with one hand behind his back. I have zero faith in Ben Roethlisberger. He plays the blame game, which has fractured that locker room on several occasions. He has put it back together. He has the defense on point right now. He's down to his third string running back, and they just beat arguably the greatest quarterback of this era and one of the greatest coaches ever. So that's why he's my number 5. My number 4 guy is a guy that is actually I only have 4. He's a guy right in his division, and that is John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh has actually helped. Shout out to John Harbaugh for helping Colin Kaepernick win that lawsuit for collusion and keeping him out of the league, because John Harbaugh and the Baltimore Ravens, shout out to him anyway, because I'm a big John Harbaugh fan even before this, but John Harbaugh, without trying, has actually helped Colin Kaepernick win that case, because I'm sure one of their talking points is, well, you just can't switch offenses in the middle of the year, and John Harbaugh just did it. He has a totally different offense. Again, this is why my man Lamar Jackson is looking so well, because these jackasses selling this lie about it's a passing league, it's a passing league. So you guys don't know how to tackle because you're used to knocking down small receivers. And Lamar Jackson, who's bulked up to 220 pounds, i.e., got that from Michael Vick, and they have a solid running game and solid defense. You can't stop it. They have literally flipped over a coin and said, we're going to do something totally opposite. We are going to go into the total different direction from Joe Flacco, a statuesque, traditional throwback quarterback, to they flipped the coin and got a running Randall Cunningham style running back, which that's why I got to give it to John Harbaugh. Nobody saw them coming. The Baltimore Ravens, one of the better run organizations in all of football, so that's why he's my next up. I thought I had 5, but I only got 4 guys. Sorry for saying 5. My next guy up is a dude who was in rebuild mode, but according to Pete Carroll, he didn't say this. I'm saying, and this is another one of my coaches' sayings. We don't rebuild, we just reload. The Seattle Seahawks and Pete Carroll are in the thick of playoff things right now. Nobody saw it coming. Russell Wilson is doing his thing, even though he looked piss poor and horrible. He looked horrificable Monday, but hey, they still won. That is an example of great coaching. Let's not forget. Remember, when Big Ben got in the league, he could only throw to one side of the field. Now he's considered a Hall of Famer. I consider him a Hall of Famer too. It's so I think he's overrated. He's wildly overrated at this point in his career. When Eli first got there, it takes coaching and these kinds of things to make you better, and this is a perfect example. Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson was a handed off kind of guy. He had the insane intangibles. He's a smaller version of Dak Prescott. He played exactly the ways that Dak Prescott plays now, but he had coaching and development to get those intangibles and focus those intangibles so he could be the best player he could be. And look at him now. He should be in the MVP conversation. Pete Carroll is my second in command in regard. He will come in second place for Coach of the Year if the season ends today. And Anthony Lynn, former Denver Bronco, which is really killing me, but the dude is coaching his ass off at San Diego Chargers. His best defender went down this year. He's playing with a rookie safety. Phillip Rivers' arm ain't strong enough to break a wet paper bag with scissors in his hand. Melvin Gordon is one of his best offensive players to go down. Adams, his best receiver, go down. And the beat goes on. Williams out of Clemson, kicking ass and taking names. People, Anthony Lynn is the best as of this year, 2017, 2018, 2019 season. Anthony Lynn is the best coach in the regular season.